What up, y'all? Welcome back to Fight Talk with me, Jimmy Dukes. As you guys know, we've been speaking to all different types of fighters, but we have a dynamic one here, in my opinion. I've seen him fight 2 times, Mr. Rodolfo Soto. How are you, brother?
Oh man, appreciate that. Thank you. Very, very good. Very good.
Yeah,
Really excited to be here. Really excited to get back in the cage. All of that.
that's awesome, man. I know we were kind of talking a little bit, and excited to see you get back in there. I've seen you fight twice. You know what I mean? For another promotion, your first two MMA matches, you looked great. You're charismatic. You're exciting, and I think that's the perfect formula for people to start liking you, right?
Appreciate that. Hell yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I'm trying to do. It's more than just a fight. It's putting on a show, making sure people are excited to go watch. 'Cause, I mean, nobody really wants to watch a boring fight where people are just
Yeah.
hugging you out and all that.
Yeah, it is what it is, man. Like I try not to be critical of athletes at all, but at the end of the day, like a normal person that just wants to kind of watch fights, if they see you fighting, you're trying your best to end the fights. Every time I've seen you fight, you're striking, your jujitsu's great. And I think that's why every time that I see you like lined up for something, I'm like, oh shit, here we go. I'm excited.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, man. So I know we were talking about fighting another promotion. You're on a 2 fight win streak
Yes, sir.
in MMA. Do you feel like the pressure to keep that going? Is it you feel pressure at all? Or you kind of just like, hey, I'm just signing up for the next fight.
I'm setting up for the next fight for sure. I do have that in the back of my mind because it's something to do that means something. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I'm in Miami to get all the experience that I can. I'm pushing as best that I can, and there's no really pressure there as far as keeping the O or this or that or the record. Right now, I'm getting all the experience, and every win is a win. Every loss is experience. Every loss is learning. So it's not really about that. It's about pushing myself, being better, and making sure that I'm better every day, 4% better.
Yeah, I love saying that. Like that I've talked to you before and in between. Like you're a smart dude. The way you carry yourself is really professional, and I think that does help because like this is something that you're progressing forward. Every time that I've talked to you, it's always kind of like putting yourself in the right environment, doing what you're supposed to do to advance in this sport. And I know you did a recent exhibition recently, and you said it didn't kind of go your way, but it was kind of like all right, lesson learned. And I love
Yeah,
hearing that.
yeah. Yeah, the guy was tough as nails, man. We went at it for the 3 rounds. We went to a decision at the end of it. He took it, but at the end of the day, like I said, it was a lesson learned. I'm learning a lot. I'm pushing a lot, so I'm bringing a new me in this fight. It's something new that I don't think you guys have seen yet. So I'm excited to be out there and show that off already.
Yeah, that's good too, man. Like I've talked to other fighters too, and then this is amateur sport. I mean, you can take it as far as you want in one discipline, but I've said it. Other fighters do a little bit more of other things as well on top of being in the cage. Do you test that different type of training and different styles to kind of help you overall in MMA?
Oh yeah, of course, of course. I'm doing just rolling in jiu-jitsu, doing straight Muay Thai. It all really helps and puts it into the mind better. And then once you get to the MMA part of it, at least me personally, I try to mix it up as best as possible. Even when I'm outside of it, I try to visualize, okay, if I'm in this position, jiu-jitsu, how could I implement the boxing? How could I implement some Muay Thai? How could I implement some ground and pound? Some cage work. What can I do in these positions to get the basics of all of them and be able to weave them together and create something as beautiful as it may.
Yeah, and that's cool too, because like I said, the way you strike, and then the way you're willing to go to the ground, and I got game there too. You know what I mean? And that's cool to see because like as a fan, and I get to call fights and stuff like that. I love seeing the evolution of a fighter, man. Like I'm sure everybody's just Rudy's a striker. All of a sudden you're finishing submissions. Oh, he's an okay striker. Now you're doing a lot of Muay Thai and smokers, man. Do you feel like just willingly just to get in exhibitions and just willingly just even if it might not go your way, just as like that's gonna make you better?
Oh yeah, yeah. Like I said, every time you step in the ring, whether it's an exhibition, whether it's amateur, I haven't tasted the pros yet, obviously, but I'm sure they can attest that it's always a battle, and it's always a battle within yourself, with the other person, because at the end of the day, they're trying to take your head off.
Yeah.
So it's always good experience and just for life. To be in there and to be better. And I do feel like after every fight, I have become a better fighter and an evolved fighter because, like I said, I try to take as much learning as possible. Even when I do have the wins or when I do have the losses, I try to focus on, okay, what could I have done better? Why did I give that position? Why did I do this? And I try to mold that into the best version of myself to be better for the next fight.
Nice. And everything you always say it is always good because it's like you're calculated the way you say things and like that. Because I remember when you fought at another last promotion and I talked to you, everything you were saying, like you were in the right state of mind going forward and going in for that fight. But yeah, man, talk about exciting to get. I know you had an exhibition of doing a Muay Thai. Talk about being excited about getting into the cage and getting in to possibly go 3-0. You know what I mean? At 125 in this area, I mean, there's a lot of guys at 125. How excited you to go back in there and keep that record going?
Oh yeah, yeah, super excited. Like I said, that exhibition, excuse me. No excuses. I don't think I was in the right mindset at 100% as much as I would like to have been. But as it is, we push forward, we learn from it, and now it's time for this next one. And yeah, hopefully, God willingly, everything above, I'll be able to get that 3-0. I know I'm going down to 125. This would be my first 125 straight fight. Um,
Oh,
yeah, my last fight was at 130, and before that was at 140. So I mean, this was gonna be just fun. I
yeah.
know there's a lot of fun fighters at 125. A lot of them I've been watching them. Really exciting fighters. So just knowing that I'm gonna be in that same weight class just gets me more fired up. Because I know there's some tough wrestlers, there's some tough strikers, there's some tough all around guys. So I know that getting that 3-0 would put my name a little bit more out there, and just exciting things will come.
Yeah, that's great. I forgot that it was a catch weight at the last fight, and you're gradually
Mm.
moving down to 125. Is that where you kind of see yourself, like, ideally for your body frame and your style, that you'd feel comfortable being at 125 moving forward?
Oh yeah, 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 totally. Like I said, my last cut to 130 was pretty good, pretty easy. I flowed through it. I know that if I would have been able to push through more, I would have been able to make 125 for even that fight. So I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling good. My diet's been going good. Like you said, I was down in Mexico for about a week, so all the food down there was great. None of that weird chemical or anything in the food. So and it made me feel great coming back. I'm still on weight, super good, just ready for the next fight.
Yeah, man, I love hearing that, and congratulations to you for why you were out there and hanging out, man. Congratulations to you on that, on the engagement and
Thank you.
stuff. And I love the fact because I was like, you know what, this fool's gonna come back ready to fight. Because I mean, I can only imagine having a good time, coming back home, realizing that you got the rest of your life doing this other stuff, and then you're like, let me focus on my task that I got going on now. So, talk about excited. Are you to fight at the Pan Am? I know the PanAm Center is a staple here in the Southwest as far as an event center for concerts and different fighting promotions does. So, talk about fighting there at the Pan Am and Cruces.
Oh, that sounds super exciting, man. They also announced this that I believe we're fighting in a bigger cage than before. I think it's a 30-foot cage now. So it's gonna be amazing, even more space to move around. The lights will be bright, the chants will be loud. But at the end of the day, like I said, I'm there to put on a show, and I hope that my show out there is fitting of the event center, and that I can get out of there with my hand raised, like I said.
Damn, that's dope. I didn't know about the cage size. Shout out to Empire. You know what I mean? They're moving forward with all the different events and they're getting better each time. The fact that I don't know was a bigger cage. Do you feel like that's a benefit to your style, or it feels like people have a chance to more kind of get away from you?
I have a pretty dynamic style, I believe. I'd like to say it is a little bit strange, as people would call it, but I like to think of myself as an adapting fighter as well, and I like to move around a lot. I like that space. I like the fact that we'll have a 30-foot space to move around.
Hell yeah.
I'm excited to see what I can do in there to jump around, move, do my thing. And like I said, the stage will be bigger, the lights will be brighter. But at the end of the day, it's still a fight. It's still me going out there doing what I want to do, what I like to do. You know.
That's awesome, man. How's training camp been going lately? The fact that how you gear yourself. You did a Muay Thai thing, and then how you start gearing yourself toward fully focusing on the MMA. How's training camp been going and everything over there at SFG?
Oh, it's been great, man. I've been working my cardio like crazy. I have a very big advantage that I work very close to the gym. So as soon as I'm out of work, I can just take my more clothes, take everything, start working. I've been doing my runs downtown. Just trying to find some peace of mind as I'm running too. And like I said, just focusing on that vision, focusing on trying to get my hand raised, putting on a show, making sure that I'm doing what I know what to do, and just being fun out there. Having fun the way I like to have it.
Yeah, yeah, man. Uh, you train at SFG, and you guys are always in different promotions fighting. You guys have a great head coach there, and Ricky, and he's fighting. So, how excited are you actually to be fighting on the same card as him?
Oh man, it's great as well. I know that he's been in training camp too, been pushing. Shout out to everybody at his has been pushing me as well. Just it's been great. Even today, this morning, I had some great rounds. Shout out to my boy David. I know he was out for a while doing his military work. He came back, gave me some hell rounds today. Shout out to Coach AJ as well, helping me with my rolling, with striking. His pressure is insane, which is something that I'm expecting from this fighter. He's a great fighter, a lot of pressure, tough as nails. So I'm excited to be out there.
Yeah, I'm excited to see you out there too. I know you guys are an active gym, either doing, Muay Thai, kickboxing, obviously jujitsu's everywhere. And then the MMA. I love the fact that you're going to get in to represent your team, man. And I'll be out there calling the fights. Shout out to Empire. They're going to have me doing the pay per view commentary on the live stream, man. I'm excited to see you out there, bro. But before we get out of here, you want to shout anybody out? You want to say anything you want to get off your chest before we get out of here, man?
Hell yeah, hell yeah. I mean, shout out to my family, to everybody who was always supporting me. All my friends. Shout out to my future wife, who's always there supporting me, helping me through everything. Shout out to everybody at SVG, everybody who has been helping me, all of my teammates, whether in or out of the gym, that have been pushing me, friends, everybody all along. It's been amazing. Shout out to the coaches at SVG as well. Lichi has been helping me out a lot. Coach Ricky, I know I'll be starting the fight card. He'll be pushing towards the end, I'm assuming, finishing it off. So it'll be a great time. Shout out to Empire. Thank you for having me. I promise I'll put on a show for you guys, and it's gonna be amazing. Get your tickets.
Hell yeah, man. Speaking of the tickets, man, y'all make sure reach out to the fighters individually. It does help them individually. They're all amateurs, so buying directly tickets from them helps them out in their journey. A lot of the stuff you guys don't know, they have to pay out of pocket to take, care of stuff to be able to be eligible to fight. So make sure you guys reach out to them and buy those tickets ahead of time. It helps them out. But I'm excited, man. March 29th, 7 o'clock at the PanAm Cruces. I'm excited to go up the I-10 and go watch some great fights, man. Thank you so much for your time, man. I hope you have a great rest of your training camp. God bless, and you take care of yourself, brother.
Appreciate that, man. You too. Thank you. Excited to be out there, and see you soon.
Yeah, man. Make sure you guys keep up with all the interviews we got going on with the rise of the Empire. Shout out to Empire Promotions, man. They're doing boxing, they're doing MMA. God knows what else they're gonna do, but man, we got a lot of talent here in the Southwest, and man, we're looking forward to this card, man. So thank you so much for your time. Until next time, peace out, homies. Y'all take care.
Be careful. Thank you.